Today I will be discussing Genderlect Styles. The basis of the theory is that men and women, male and female, genders speak two different languages in two different cultures. The theory is kind of in between, right in the middle of objective and interpretivist, so there's room for a single truth for each individual as well as many truths in a group. Again, the idea is that there are the two, in general, sexes, the male and female. Men want status. They want to give information in a report style rather than a rapport style, which is more gendered towards the feminine, which is seeking rapport rather than report. Men may speak less in private but more in public, because in public they need to create status or one-up each other, whereas women may speak more in private conversations, but with more of a self-deprecating tone, trying to relate to the others in the group or the other person that they're speaking with. For men, speaking may be a weapon or an advantage, a way to one-up, to give more status to themselves, whereas the female perspective has more of the tone of connection and cooperation and trying to build rapport. Men may tell more stories or jokes where they're the hero or less the butt of the joke, whereas females may share stories that are more self-deprecating, trying again to make themselves more open to the group. The male gender may view interruptions as a power grab or a way to dominate, whereas the female perspective of interrupting may have more to do with creating active listening skills and showing that they're listening by adding verbal responses. Again, trying to get towards that rapport and creating value to the conversation. Just to kind of go through the duality in a visual context, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's that two different cultures from two different planets that don't necessarily overlap. The male gendered group may be less likely to ask for help, to show weakness or deficiency, but are more comfortable with conflict, such as battle or sport, or dominating over another individual to show that they are more powerful, whereas the female gendered group will be more likely to view conflict as a threat to that connection and should be tried to mitigate it, to create an avenue for less conflict. They may offer stories that have tag questions to kind of offer a buy-in rather than create conflict. It's an act of reducing conflict to build a closer connection and that rapport again. And unfortunately, because of the different cultural languages that appear for the two genders, male and female, and everywhere in between, it kind of creates a block. So the Genderlect Styles theory offers a way to bridge that gap and recognize that not all people express themselves in a certain way and not all people understand in a certain way. So we must try to find the way that that other person expresses themselves, whether it's more male-oriented or female-oriented. We just have to be cognizant of that idea, that theory, which will allow us for better communication.